welcome to North 100, a Canadian Highlander podcast. My name is Serge. Today, I got a Nelly.
Hey, I'm here too.
I got a Wheeler.
Hi.
And on tech, we've got a James.
Hello.
And I set up this joke and I forgot to say it. I have 2 waters.
Nice.
Look at that.
Did you get 2 waters just for the bit?
No, we didn't have any big glasses, and I ran out of water recording the previous episode.
Big glasses are in the freezer.
What?
Little glass Jaeger, they call them.
Yeah.
2 little glass Jaeger.
you're not-
Have some respect.
When you're old enough for a big glass, we'll let you know.
Whatever, double little.
Double small,
Yeah.
big double smalls, please, please, please. Hi, welcome to part 2 of our Marvel superhero set review.
Uh-huh.
Today we're going to be covering red cards, green cards, gold cards, colorless cards, and lands. A reminder that our set reviews are not exhaustive. We do not talk about every single card in the set, just the ones that we think are relevant. We're covering so many different products. We got the standard set, the Jumpstart product, the Commander product. If it says Marvel superheroes on it somewhere, we're talking about it again if it's on our radar. Let's jump right into it. Our first card today is Asgardian Inspiration. This is a single red pip sorcery. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may pay 2. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Wheeler.
I like this card in exactly one strategy, and it is the Kessig Flame Breather Thermo Alchemist Firebrand Archer version of red. The one that's kind of going all in. It's playing the Reckless Impulses. It's playing the Mishra's Baubles and Urza's Baubles. From another Marvel set, it's playing Heroes Hangout from like Spider-Man.
Really?
Basically, just
that card's kind of dope, though.
Yeah, that card's good. It's better than this one, but I think this one's fine. It's pretty close to just like 1 mana draw a card, because like what are the cards in your deck? They're either lands, which you want to play, spells, which you're just going to point at your opponent, or they are it's more card draw, and then you just kind of chain, and that's a deck with a ton of non-combat damage being dealt, a lot of it just being dealt by playing the game. So obviously the way that this one works is if you cast it, the triggered ability from your Thermo Alchemist or whatever is going to, or not Thermo, but let's say Kessig Flame Breather, goes on the stack first, so you won't be getting back this card.
It's not a 1-card combo.
But you this is in your graveyard, and you're like, Mishra's Bauble, ping you, pay 2, return this, cast this, ping you, flip a card. Oh, would you look at that? It's Lava Dart you, pay 2, return it. Like, it just provides some longevity, and like, this ain't recover. It doesn't go away if you don't like pay the mana.
Right.
You can just let it rot.
Just triggers again later.
Yeah, exactly. And like it replaces itself. So it replaces itself, pings them, fills out your graveyard, and then when you're like, uh-oh, I need stuff to do, this gives you something to do.
Well, let's be reasonable. If you don't pay for the trigger the first time, it doesn't trigger again. It gets eaten by Lion Sash. But you got to give them something to do with that.
We're losing that card.
At least this is one they need to eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have the Avengers Disassembled. 3-mana sorcery, 1 red. Choose one or both. Avengers Disassembled deals 3 damage to each creature or destroy target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put it onto battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Yeah, Nelly.
Brother, this is what happens when your little sister gets into your Legos, am I right? I really like it. Being able to take out an opposing... It's usually Caracas. That's the one I'm the most worried about, but there are a few other lands
Guy's
that
Cradle,
matter.
Urza Saga.
You can hit there with Larian Academy, important land. The Saga's obviously terrifying as well. There are lots of good targets. I'm just usually worried about Caracas. They do get to replace it. That's the same as with Sundering Eruption. We've seen that card gave us the infinite flexibility of just being a land on the other side. So it's going to probably still see more play than this one. But 3 mana for the Sweeper, that's also really relevant. Decks like Scape Shift, decks like Big Boros. I don't know if this gets good enough. You could maybe see like control archetypes. There used to be this archetype called Grixis Control that was like somewhat dominant in the format.
The Grease
back in the don't call him out. Call out Josh Lane. He was the champion. Like that was the guy that actually won the tournament.
Please have some respect. Let's call out Daryl Paul. Let's cast Cruel Ultimatum off of Signets.
All right, all of the early 2010s YJ crowd is getting a shout out here. Anyways, I don't know. This card's got a lot of good things going for it.
I do like somebody waking up in the morning, they open their closet, and they go, how do I want to screw over Wheeler this morning? Brotherhood's End or Avengers Disassembled?
Yeah, like if you
I'll
kill
take both.
if you kill all their elves and blow up their guy's cradle, like that's
Do
pretty brutal.
you blow? Yeah, exactly. Do you
Yeah.
like kill their talismans or do you kill the academy?
Like,
You kill the academy.
yeah, like this is actually kind of a tutor target in some matches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a good card.
yeah.
I don't know why this is making me finally want to put the Sundering Smash. I don't know why I haven't been playing Sundering Eruption.
Oh
in
yeah,
my red and white D&T. I don't know why I'm not playing
you
that
should
card.
play that card. It's
I
great.
honestly,
You can play it as a land.
yeah, I don't know why. Look again, because like I'll play this. I'm like, why am I not just playing Sundering Eruption?
Sure.
Next up, we have a Hawkeye, Master Marksman. This is a 2-mana 2/2 legendary creature, human archer hero. First strike, reach, and trick arrows. Whenever Hawkeye becomes tapped, you may pay 1 up to 3 times. When you do, choose up to that many. You can target creature can't block this turn. Hawkeye deals 2 damage to target player, and or discard a card and then draw a card. Wheeler.
That's so many words.
This card might be my favorite in the set.
Hawkeye the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah,
like.
this is a pretty great mana sink. God bless not being able to choose the same thing.
That's what I was
three-
thinking
three
too, right?
times.
Right?
But that's okay. I think you'll be fine just attacking and saying that can't block. That's already a messed up ability. Like if you Frenzied Goblin was quite a standout card in our format for some time in both goblins and aggressive red.
What was the one from Amonkhet?
The
Earthshaker Kenra?
Earthshaker Kenra, right?
Yeah, or On Crop Crasher.
That's the one I was
Both,
thinking.
actually.
Yeah, red was really good in that era. And so preventing something from blocking, Barrel Goyf, to just kill them, pretty nice. Being able to just go to the dome for an extra 2 is kind of annoying. And then there's rummaging because why not? Sure, dog.
Yeah.
Why not? It is the way that it's templated says you discard a card, then draw a card, not discard a card. If you do draw a card,
Yeah.
meaning that if you are hellbent,
Yep.
that's perfect, right? You're hellbent, you got mana, nothing to do with it, and draw yourself a card, do some damage.
As a
Say
treat.
something can't
As a
block.
treat, right?
It is funny that I don't know if this shows up in like mono red.
No.
I don't think so because it's just not fast
I want to
enough.
play this in D&T.
Yeah, I could see it in like a red X deck, a Schmedium red, maybe like a Bard class, like Legends kind of deck. First strike and reach also incredibly annoying.
If your curve is really like if you're a regular red deck wins, we're trying to go as fast as possible. Like the thing is, this card does say like, "Hey, I'm the only 2-drop that you can also put 3 extra mana into every turn for value."
Yeah.
You know, like that. We don't have a lot of those running around. Most of the like powerful 2-drops are like, I have an ETB, or like the Robber of the Rich maybe lets you do the similar thing where you
Right.
cast their spell, you spend their mana on their spells, but it's not as reliable.
The fact that this doesn't have haste kind of pushes it into certain archetypes.
We'll change it for a second too, though, because it also says if it becomes tapped.
Yeah.
So if you crew with it, it can do stuff. If there's other ways to
Spring
do
Leaf
stuff,
Drum.
like there is a weird angle on that as well of doing this on their turn.
Yeah.
And I don't know how real that is, but it is an angle to consider.
They hit you with the like lure must block spell. You're like, haha, my own creature can't block.
Well, like crew smuggler copter or something like
Crewing,
that, right?
crewing something is kind of sick.
Yeah.
We'll give it that.
All right, next up we have Iron Fist, hero for hire. 2-mana 2/2 legendary creature, human mercenary hero with trample and prowess, and it has the power up ability, which we haven't read yet. Power up is really interesting. It's an activated ability that can only be used once, but if you use it the turn that they enter, you reduce the cost by the cost of the hero, which is kind of interesting.
Right.
So it's got a discount. It's kind of neat. It's kind of elegant. Power up for 8 mana, so 7 in a red. Iron Fist deals 5 damage divided as you choose amongst up to 5 targets. And then put 5 +1/+1 counters on Iron Fist. Nelly.
Yeah. Okay. This is a weird card.
Yeah.
8 mana to deal 5 is weird, but getting +5/+1/+1 counters, That's pretty big. This thing's already pretty big as a 2/2 trample prowess for 2. The cards with just those abilities, that's been enough for us to pay attention. We have multiple prowess archetypes that include red, and then one of them is even just mono red. So those players are going to definitely have their eyes on this card. Another Kenra from the March of the Machines set. We I think on the podcast joked that like this would be good enough if it was just 2 mana 2/2 trample prowess. But then the flip side was even better with double prowess and more stat line.
And ward and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if this card's quite as good as that uncommon that that flips over from Arts and Machines, but the power up ability is kind of interesting. Is this a Boros card? Is this like a big Boros card? I don't know how. I'm probably overthinking it, and you don't need the power up, and you can just include it as another prowess creature that also has trample, because we don't have like a lot of those lying around.
I think that's the angle, right? You just play it as an aggressive beater, and if the game goes long or you flood, you do have opportunity.
I will say, if somebody's playing mono red prowess, they may have access to cards like Runaway Steamkin, which is really good at adding a bunch of mana.
SOS had one as well, like that, right?
Molten Core Maestro.
Yep.
That adds a bunch of mana.
Yeah, hilariously Vivi.
Well, that's what I was going with.
Yeah,
if you dip into Izzet, then having access to Vivi to use all that mana on something.
Yeah.
And like having played against that Izzet deck, like games do go long. Right, and the Izzet version hits its land drops because you just have a bunch of cantrips and you know again some builds are on like Mox or whatever. Like this is a card you don't think about power up until like the plot wants you to think about power up, basically, right? Until it's needed. You just treat this like a 2/2 trample prowess that occasionally you're like, wait a minute.
Well, you're just dead.
I have 8 mana. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, decent role player on 2, punching through with the prowess ability and trample, and then later in the game, exciting top deck if you can get to 8 mana.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Lady Spider Maybelle Riley. This is a 2 mana 1/3 legendary creature spider human hero for 1 in red with reach. And whenever you discard a card, put a +1/+1 counter on target spider you control. Wheeler.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but this card may target things other than itself. Just like it is a 2-drop in red that cares about discarding cards and growing itself. And thankfully it has the template that just says whenever you discard a card, do the thing. Not whenever you discard 1 or more, put 1 on.
Or do this only once per turn.
Or once per turn.
Yeah.
Like, if you just are repeatedly discarding, which, if you've played against Rakdos, or I've seen Mardu and Grixis.
Yeah.
Like, there are people experimenting with, like, hey, hold on, Inti plus Lelia plus Avora, like, that's a great package. What can we do with it?
Yeah.
And SOS gave us some more stuff to dip into.
Spider-Man. Ninja Turtles, cool but rude.
Yeah.
Is actually unreal.
Yeah, there's some other cards for that. And, yeah, like, if you are playing a version of this deck with, well, obviously you're playing red. There are a couple, what is his name? Kane? They're all Spider-Man. Like they're all different spiders.
Right. Different
there
Spider-Mans.
are spiders that deck plays.
Are
so,
there? I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Spider Kane?
Is Carnage also a spider?
No,
Spider's
Spider's
he's a
a villain.
symbiote.
Symbiote
Right,
villain.
right,
so
right.
Scarlet, the Spider Kane.
the one I was thinking about that's actually good in the discard deck is a Green Goblin or one of the villains. It's like a flying 1/2 whenever you discard a card.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin is the one that I know that card.
Now, Hobgoblin's not
because it gets
spider.
+2/+. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't know a spider. 'Cause
There's
Captain Howler. There's Marauding Mako.
Yeah.
There's the red one at 2. Hobgoblin.
Yeah,
And
Shark Goblin.
And now this. Those are the cards.
There's
that I know
Avora that's a vampire. It's called. Don't pull this up because it's not worth it. But there's a Rakdos one that also mayhems for hybrid.
Yes,
That is a spider.
That one's a spider. I thought
That's a spider.
but it's a villain.
No, it's just a spider. It's one of
fair.
it's.
I believe
It's
you. I
the
believe you.
other Ben Riley. Now, God damn it, Serge! Now I have to think about the lore of Spider-Man.
It mayhems for only 1 mana, right?
It mayhems for one mana.
I thought that was Kane.
Hybrid.
Something.
There's
Yeah,
multiple.
that's-
It is Spider Kane Ben Riley, but not the Gruul one. Hey, Wizards, what are you doing? But there's also
Yeah,
a one
I
drop.
digress.
Yeah,
Okay, but
there's
you
a
think-
one drop spider that
think there's
has
a
the
spider? Who cares about it?
sacrifice it, discard a card. The point is, this grows itself, but you have other targets,
Yeah.
and if you want redundancy, you can play this card.
The
It also,
spider
it's
kitten?
also got a great butt. Like it's a 1/3 that's going to grow.
I immediately looked at the art and I was
Me
like,
too.
well,
You're not
I mean,
wrong.
I did too, and honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, good
Fives,
job,
too.
good job. We've really great.
analyzing
move
every
on.
part of the card.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes, please.
Moving on. I can never pronounce this word. Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor. 4 mana legendary artifact equipment for 3 and a red. When it enters, deal 4 damage to up to 1 target creature. Double all damage equipped creature would deal. Equip worthy, so can only be equipped to a creature if it is legendary, non-villain, red, and or white. And it has an activated ability, 2 and a red, and discard this card. Deal 2 damage to each creature.
Whoa.
Pretty neat, huh?
Nelly.
Well, do you want to say anything about this card?
I
It is an
would
equipment.
love to. I would absolutely
I can
love
wait.
to.
Yeah.
We can, for the first time, Stoneforge for a board wipe.
Yeah.
And that is phenomenal. So the artifact decks have already been experimenting with cards like Chainsaw, like using Stoneforge as a whole kit in order to find different toolkit cards. What's up? You're giggling at me.
I'm sending James a message to prep a card, but continue.
Okay, great.
yeah.
A little
Interesting.
surprise for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
is there already another piece of equipment that whip flares?
No.
Or that okay.
Don't worry about it.
I think this is really interesting. And also in the other set review, we had that big one in white that introduces the monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And so between Stoneforge and
Cloud.
and in a couple of the sorceries that we have now, we have the ability to tutor for a whole suite of equipment that now answers different problems.
This card being legendary is actually kind of a plus because that 3 mana tutor can that find? I never
The
played that
winter one, the snow
one.
card.
Can that find any legendary?
It can find a
card?
legendary, a historic card.
A historic card, right?
What is it?
So,
No, Into the North is the land.
Search for glory.
Search for Glory.
Snow card,
Yeah.
saga, historic
Yeah,
card.
I don't know if this is good, but I think it's cool and I want to try it.
yeah.
That's my evaluation of the Hammer of
It's an
Thor.
equipment with an ETB. It equips for only 1, but obviously you need to hit a legend, and
Yep.
you'll never believe what kind of cards are in
Yeah,
the set.
yeah, yeah.
It
Well,
pitching it's not nothing too, right? Because like the red white equipment deck can play a bunch of recursive cards, right? The like what the hell is it called? I mean, you could. I'm going to say Goblin Welder to make it easier on myself.
Oh,
but there
sure.
are cards that are like, hey, bring that equipment back from the graveyard.
Right.
Is it? Because I kept thinking about that. There was a deck for a while, but it was bringing back like Eldrazi Conscription. It brings back an Aurum where he's like, oh, you're thinking like
I'm
Arden
thinking
or
like
something
Forge
like that, right?
Anew and stuff.
Yeah.
Forge Anew is really cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a big white creature when it comes into play? You can equip a card. Maybe
Oh, Danitha.
Danitha.
Yeah, I like
that's the
Dan-
one.
I mean,
yeah,
Danitha
5
is
mana
worthy.
Danitha. Yeah.
It's worth noting. It's just the equipability
Yes.
mentions worthy. Like you can still cast Final Fantasy's Stolen Uniform to like get this.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the thing.
or Rogrim from
Yeah,
Final Fantasy
yeah.
as well. There's like
You
the
know,
whole
you can
colossal
still cheat it. Yeah,
the whole colossal hammer archetype
Yeah.
Still
works
fine.
really well with
Unfortunately, though, Serge.
this. Oh,
James,
what?
could you
okay.
pull up World Slayer from Mirrodin?
wondered if that's what you were going to say.
This is a 5 mana artifact equipment with equip cost for 5 generic. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy all permanents other than World Slayer.
I thought I'd be wasting time if I said, surely you're not looking up World Slayer to put on right now. From the first set that brought you equipment, there was a sweeper on an
Oh
equipment.
my God.
If it was
I've been owned. I've been got. You know what? You know what? You know what?
if it was from any set other than literally the first set they printed equipment. I mean, this card stinks.
No, it's
Mjolnir is
terrible.
great.
No, I mean this card's actually super fun, and
Yeah.
you just have to pair it in the right commander deck and try to do your thing, and it's hilarious, and your friends will hate you. But,
Yeah,
but don't
you'll
play.
you'll play it once, and then you'll have to desleeve it. Or, yeah. Any other
No,
thoughts on?
I'm excited for Mjolnir. I think this card is
Mjolnir?
I was saying
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Okay.
Mjolnir. I think this card is fun and flexible, powerful, and possibly worth a spot for more than a few months.
I mean,
we might keep playing it. We'll definitely try it.
Uncounterable Pyroclasm at instant speed is not bad.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Nice Guide to Souls. Nice 4th Erlingus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we have Quicksilver, Brash Blur. One of the most interesting cards in the set, Imho. 1 mana for a 1/1 legendary creature mutant hero. If Quicksilver Brash Blur is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with him on the battlefield. Haste. Power up 4 in a red, put a +1/+1 counter and a double strike counter on Quicksilver. Wheeler.
I think this.
Is it
Oh
no?
no,
No,
no.
No, it
Yeah.
can be you.
Okay.
I kind of shared mine list with Serge. It can be you.
Okay,
It's fine.
so this card of one.
Leyline of Man.
Custom Magic card creators are in shambles. MTG Salvation. Has anybody checked on those
Are
people?
they okay? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a card. It's interesting. I don't think it's particularly good.
No, but how interesting is it?
It's very interesting.
Other than there was this and there was like Leyline Axe or whatever
yeah,
it was
the
from
Leyline Axe.
Foundation, right?
Like ley lines exist.
Yeah.
And if you've ever played against Gemstone Caverns, you know that happens more than you'd think in 100 card singleton. It's just, is this worth including? Like, how good is this even if you get to Quicksilver?
Like, I think Chancellor of the Forge is like a more interesting
Yes,
card,
yeah.
right? And already exists and no one plays.
Right.
Um,
This has a little more like gameplay if you draw it late. Well, in a weird way.
In a weird
Chancellor
way.
of the Forge is like 7 mana, but like
Yeah.
drawing this on like turn 4 or whatever, you're like, oh, here's a 1-drop, I guess.
yeah.
Or whatever, and you're like, oh, if I
If
draw
you
another
have-
land, it comes a double striker.
If you have 5 mana for 5 mana 2/2 haste double strike, like that's not a thing we see very often. Like on a card that's flexible enough to include. This does have some other things going for it, but like that's the high end for power, and like that is pretty strong. Like haste 4 power. I don't know.
Okay,
guess
so
there's questing beasts.
I'm
It's
like
kinda
thinking
better, you know?
about if I'm on combo and I'm
Yeah.
against red and they go like beginning of game action and I go, oh God. And they put this into play, I go, oh, it's like they mulliganed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm not that worried. I mean, it will represent like what, an extra 2 to 3 damage.
You know what else is funny is that this isn't even good in like 60 card constructed because it's legendary.
Yeah.
You can't even have multiple in play on turn
Well,
one, right?
until we get the Leyline of Blood Artist, and then we get
I
then
think you'll find there's a
potential-
ley line that removes the. Wait, is there a ley line that removes the legendary rule?
Is that what that?
No,
blue
there's a
one
ley
does?
line that
Gives
introduces
every
the
legendary.
Yeah.
You're
but they
thinking the
cancel
opposite.
out, right? Yeah.
Okay, so this card's probably bad.
I don't think this card's
It's so funny though. I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
neat.
I love that it exists.
very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the final red card, Spider-Man, new champion. We finally get a Spider-Man card in
Can't
Magic
believe
the
they-
Gathering.
Can't believe they fit another Spider-Man
Yeah.
in here.
3 mana, 3/3 legendary creature, spider human hero for 2 in a red. It has reach, and when you discard 1 or more cards, Spider-Man deals that much damage to any target. Finally, a spider that cares about discard.
Oh, thank God.
Nelly.
I guess if you don't hit whatever the Kane spider from the last Spider-Man set is with your big booty Riley activations.
Okay, hold on.
Then you could target this one instead. This also seems like yet another legendary red creature that cares about discarding cards that we might want to pair with the known quantity awesome pile of legendary red creatures that care about discarding cards. I can't, like, every other superhero in this set looking at this person like, what the hell, man? Why are you here taking up one of our precious little card slots? Unbelievable. The audacity. But yeah, I don't know. 3/3 reach for 3, and it's got a relevant ability. Any target?
Yeah,
It deals
Any
damage
targets.
to any target?
That's
Yep.
kind of nice.
That's pretty messed up.
Also, yeah, it dealing damage also is kind of cool. Like,
Yep.
you know, the
You give it death touch or
spots where it
whatever?
has death touch or,
Yeah.
Or
like
lifelink.
lifelink, like Shadow Spear or whatever. It is funny that as the second red spider, this one is also cheeked up. It turns out if you have a
Yeah.
set full of incredibly muscular people
Yeah.
in like skin tight suits,
Yep.
Yeah.
there's a lot of booty getting
The
shown
glute
up.
is an important major muscle.
It is. It is a muscle you got to exercise.
Absolutely.
Moving on to green.
yeah.
We
Yep.
have quite possibly the most powerful and pushed card from the entire set.
I know you really wanted to cover this.
I did. Gorilla. 2 mana, 2/2 ape soldier hero for 1 into green with reach. Sack this creature, destroy target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. Activate only as a sorcery.
Gorilla. Oh, at least it's not a legendary creature. I mean,
This might
it
be
is in its own.
Is this the only non-legend we've talked
I mean,
about?
it might
No,
be.
there was that Merfolk.
Oh, from
Other
the
Merfolk.
last episode? Yeah.
Yeah.
We like this card because its name is Gorilla.
Yeah, I mean, Non-creature artifact, non-creature enchantment.
Sorcery
it
only.
does it for free.
No mana.
And you're mostly blowing up those anyways. Not blowing up a card instructs a little bit of it. And only as a sorcery?
Yeah.
Poor Gorilla.
Sure, we talked
Can't
about
even
it.
block and sack it. Yeah.
We talk about it because it's called Gorilla.
You know what? Now I'm a little upset that they did Gorilla a little dirty.
Every one of these naturalized creatures we want to bring up because it might be your favorite for one reason or another.
Yeah,
it's a soldier.
This is the worst one yet, unfortunately.
It's a hero.
It's kind of tragic.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Hellcat, Undying Vigilante. 2 mana, 2/2 legendary creature, human hero, but this time, green. It has haste. When Hellcat dies, return her to the battlefield under her owner's control, the +1/+1 counter. She loses all abilities and gains haste. Wheeler.
This is going to draw comparisons to Strangleroot Geist. Strangleroot Geist has Undying, which means that you cannot put 1/1 counters on it beforehand. If you do, it's not going to come back. And that is a very common thing that you can find in, design. They like to give 1/1 counters to green creatures. So you're not doing combo shenanigans with that, though, mind you, not a ton of people are doing combo shenanigans with Strangleroot Geist anyways. Young Wolf exists. But this is attacking for 2. It's so funny how, the Rip Clan Crasher kind of Valley Dasher, just 2 mana 2/2s, they will push damage and kill you. And it's annoying that, you can make her bigger, Crundle on in, she dies, comes back as a 3/3, and still has haste and can push some damage. I imagine she's a little more niche and maybe a little outclassed, but I never want to count out the cards that Null Robin can kill people with. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just... It does the damn thing. Doesn't do it as good as it used to, but it still turns itself sideways.
We've talked about this a bit on the show, but we sort of suspect we're at an inflection point where sweepers are going to be more and more popular just because creatures have been so good and so pushed for so long that just the Wrath of God and Damnations, just the simple hard sweepers, we kind of suspect are going to increase in frequency, and so
more people are playing Toxic Deluge than ever before.
Right. So, any card that matches up nicely against those sweepers is going to be relevant.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up we have the Heroic Feast. This is a 3-mana enchantment for 2 and a green. When it enters, create a food token. Whenever you gain life, choose up to that many target creatures you control and put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. Nelly.
Well, with a record of 0-0 with the food archetype, I'd like to declare myself the resident premier food pilot of the format. This one cares about every time you sacrifice your foods, which isn't your favorite thing to do. Sacrifice your foods for mana, so you gain life. But there are a bunch of archetypes that gain life casually for free. I'm looking at you, Green-White Soul Sisters.
That's been putting numbers up at Monday nights.
And this one does not say once per turn.
Yep.
It says whenever you gain life, choose up to that many target creatures. So it cares about how much life you're gaining. So it scales with the number of life points you gain for each time you gain life. That's a little messed up, right? In that deck specifically, you're usually just gaining 1 life, but you life gain enjoyers know how much that you're going to be able to mess with that triggered ability. And then, so if you have a bunch of creatures, you can put a ++ counter on each of them. And I don't know, only 3 mana and makes a food token. It's 2 permanents on the table, so not a terrible card in kind of any archetype that's playing a bunch of creatures. And specifically Green-White Soul Sisters, I think, could maybe mess this up. What do you think?
I'm trying to think of something with Devoted Druid too, because a food costs 2 to gain 3, meaning 3 counters go on, meaning
3 different creatures though. It's not that many counters.
You can't,
it's not that many counters.
It's not
It's that many creatures and 1 counter.
There was Treebeard
from
Lord of the Rings that would gain that many counters equal to the life or whatever.
Right. So there's that.
It's Archangel of Thune, but N is how much life.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got the word food on it. Gains life.
Yeah. It doesn't quite combo by itself yet, right? When I played the Soul Sisters deck, the Soul Sister part was annoying, but they were just killing with Heliod.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Heliod Walking Ballista was sort of the main way a lot of those games ended.
This card's just 3 mana for a enchantment, a Johnny's Pride.
Yeah,
name,
turn
right?
all of your creatures into a Johnny's Pride.
Every
name.
creature you have now is potentially a Johnny's Pride.
Maybe that's
name.
okay.
Yeah.
That's it's a powerful effect.
It means
just,
that you can slap like the Johnny's Pridemate text on a creature with hexproof for indestructible. So
Yep.
that's exciting.
Or flying.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
trample.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Give me this good card.
I think it's good. Yeah. Next up, we have Mole Man, Moloid Master.
This good card.
Okay.
This card's great. 3 mana, 1/1 legendary creature, human villain for 2 and a green. You may play lands from your graveyard. Woo! And then there's more. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 1/1 green minion creature token named Moloid. With whenever this token attacks, you mill a card.
Nice.
You want it, Wheeler? Or can I have it?
Yeah, you can have it.
So we have another Crucible of Worlds. We have another
Ramanap
Excavator.
Still
And it's
explore.
at 3, which is great. It's a 3 mana 1/1, which is not great.
Yeah.
It is extremely vulnerable. But what it gives us is redundancy. What else it gives us is an unbelievable amount of just blockers and a win condition. Not only is this card going to be really good in lands, I think this card is also a nightmare in Nadu. So the Nadu combo deck is often looking for like a bunch of density, and one of the best cards in Nadu, other than Nadu itself, is Nantuko.
Springheart Nantuko.
Springheart Nantuko. Because what it does is every time you hit a land, which could consider be a whiff, it gives you another body, which lets you keep going with the Nadu, which prevents your chances of whiffing on it. And this card just lets that combo go into overdrive. It's very, very, very strong. The other thing for some flexibility, an example of a line, is you now have defensive fetch lands. So you can, as you're developing your board state, you can always crack a land for a blocker at any time, which just helps preserve your life total. This card is very, very, very flexible. The only downside is the body. The body is very weak. The other problem is the density is getting pretty high, especially after EOE. We got Ice Hill Explorer,
That card's
which is
insane.
probably one of the strongest cards land has gotten in a long time, but I think this is a slam dunk for the Lance deck and the Nadu deck.
You'll see like a lot of similarity here between, the two bugs that we mentioned, right? Like it's
Yep.
a little bit like Springheart Nantuko. It's a little bit like Ice Hill Explorer.
Yep.
And those cards are staples now.
Yeah.
So
And stapling them together.
yeah, and this
Like
card
getting-
staples them together a
Yeah.
bit, right? It's got all the words.
That's pretty
Yeah, I
exciting.
didn't even talk about the value of like milling your deck when you're a lands deck with Crucible, but
This card's not that good at milling, to be fair. It needs the bugs to attack.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of sick to like play a Gaia's Cradle, make a token, tap
Yep.
that Cradle for a bunch of mana, and then like, I don't know, maybe next turn you like tap it for a bunch of mana, sack a Discern Orb, replay it, trigger, make another bug, tap for even more mana.
and like, how excited is that 5-color Crucible or 5-color Cradle deck? To try
oh,
this
the Cradle
thing out?
Control,
Cradle Control,
5-color mono green Cradle Control or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's only 4 color, no red.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, I think maybe we should
yeah, for Omnath.
get an Omnath, a Minskin Boo,
Play
or
this thing in
Ren
Mob
6.
Justice.
Yeah, I mean, a lands deck wants to play this card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, 2 mana, 2/2, legendary creature, human warrior hero. For 1 and a green, you may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste, tap, add 2 mana of any 1 color, spend this mana only to activate abilities of creature sources. Wheeler.
Weird card.
Very
Powerful line of text. Tyvar from
Yes.
Phyrexia All Will Be One.
Was it a commander product?
what-
The green-black one, right?
No, it was a main set product.
It's a main
was
set
a Planeswalker.
product. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I remember the card. I just remember it was printed.
Yeah. Well, good thing the printing doesn't actually matter when it comes to evaluating cards. Anyways, the Tyvar had some additional flexibility of like rebuying your Devoted Druid and doing the thing. And we're going to talk about Devoted Druid. But this happens to be a creature that you can immediately play in your deck that tutors up creatures and plays creatures. And then it can kind of pay for itself in a way if you want to use that mana to then immediately activate an ability. A lot of the abilities in the like creature combo Devoted Druid decks don't really require that much activation. But I mean, this 2 mana could go towards, depending on how you want to kill them, I guess, could go towards your Walking Ballista, your Heliod activation, could go towards, Bristly Bill, even if you just like, you're doing a Nadu thing, you want to double the amount of counters. It's kind of cool. It's a neat little piece of utility that is not terrible. It feels like the kind of thing that you would include if this is like your deck, and you're like, I need something to just give my creatures the ability to like tap immediately, and I don't want to play Lightning Greaves, or whatever. I don't want to like. I want a way to get this to go immediately without the use of Soul Cauldron, so that I don't have to use my graveyard. And this could be a way to help facilitate that.
Yeah. It definitely seems like those Devoted Druid or creature combo decks that are already out there that see this card will know it's for them.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a like, hey, I built this creature combo deck and I'm playing Shang-Chi. I think it's I built this creature combo deck and like I keep running into this one issue. I'm adding Shang-Chi to it. Yeah.
The final green card we have is Tigra, Feline Fury. 2 mana, 2/1 legendary creature, cat, human hero for 1 and a green. Flash, trample, and it's in a Johnny's Pride Mate. Nelly.
Nice. We love an Ajani's Pride Mate and green-white Ajani's Pride Mate deck. Having Flash is always nice. Having Trample is exactly what Ajani's Pride Mate wants all the time, except maybe Lifelink. Those are like the two abilities next to like Indestructible or Ward or whatever that like Ajani's Pride Mate creatures want the most. So this one having Trample is fantastic. Of course, like every other card in this set, it's legendary. So probably we should stop even bringing up how that is a downside in our format. No, I mean, it's solid. Don't overthink it. It's also a cat.
Yep.
Yeah. Also a Pride, baby.
Honestly, that is relevant.
A Johnny.
Yep.
Nakadal Pariah.
Yeah.
It's time for cat type to make a comeback.
Well, it's just that like the white decks are just already always cat decks because they have to play MH3 cards for power level.
I did see cats at the X1 bracket at White.
Oh,
I think Shen went 3-1 with
cats?
actual cat kindred.
Nice.
With the Naya one?
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like Naya cats.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well Shen's gonna have to buy one of these.
All right.
Yeah, I do want to say going through all 5 of the monocolors, it's like discarding Mjolnir to deal 2 damage to every creature.
Oh my god.
Kills like everything in this set. It's kind of funny.
2 mana, 2x, 5 words in the type line, man.
Yeah, that's this set, hey?
Welcome to Gold. These cards are weird, and I kind of like them. We're going to start with Absorbing Man. This is a 3 mana, 4/4 legendary creature human villain for 1, a green, and a blue. They have Vigilance. At the beginning of your first main phase, until your next turn, Absorbing Man becomes a copy of up to 1 target artifact, non-aura enchantment, or land, except his name is still Absorbing Man. He's a legendary 4/4 human villain creature in addition to the other types and still has Vigilance. Wheeler.
Buddy, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can copy the sneak attack creature.
So I do actually like this card. Like it's a card that I remember when I'm putting the spreadsheet together, I see this, I'm like, whoa, 3 mana 4/4?
Yeah.
Sick. It's in there. I'm like, oh, and I can copy a thing. Moved on. And then now I'm looking at it again, I'm like, what do I want to copy? And I think the actual way to approach it is just say whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't overthink it.
Just the flying creature, so it also has flying.
Well, you can't.
Oh wait, no,
copy your
artifact,
creature.
enchantment, or land. Wait, what does this do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, for what it's worth, because it has vigilance, copying a land is pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Celestial Colonnade vibes.
Yeah, like you get to just hit for 4, and then you have an additional mana.
Right.
You get to hold blue up, because it's until your next turn. So you just get to hold that mana, which is kind of interesting.
It's so funny that this could just like copy like a Caracas and then or like copying like a strip.
I mean, the other thing that's interesting is you could target their stuff too.
Yes.
Which is really weird. I imagine targeting their strip mine is really bad because then they just strip mine you.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But like, I don't know, there are some weirdo spots where it's like, yeah, I'll copy your Grim Monolith.
Right.
And then hit you for 4.
Yeah. Or like
I
I copy your Urza's Saga and make a construct before it sacrifices itself.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Is that how that? Because it gains that ability. If we copy it, does it copy that?
Oh,
value?
but you'd be a copy of a Saga with no lore counters on it. It would just die.
Didn't they change?
Didn't they change that?
Oh, right. No, because of right. It would be at 0 and then it would go to 1.
So look, put this card in your
Wizards.
deck and look forward to getting to know the judge better.
Hey, Wizards, let's just take a break. figure Sagas out. Because you changed it again, right? They changed it with SOS.
Did they? They changed it with Final Fantasy. That's
they
for
changed
creatures.
something with Sagas again
Did
recently.
they?
I don't know how relevant the change was. But
Oh, man.
dog, figure it out.
Wow.
Figure it out.
All right.
But
Next,
3 mana 4/4. You know?
Yeah.
3 mana 4/4.
3 mana 4/4 vigilance
with
that can.
a hilarious downside.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, there's probably some stuff that we're missing too, but
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Hilarious downside.
Next up, we have Ares, God of War. This card is sick. 3 mana 4/3 legendary creature, God Warrior Villain for 1, a black and a red. Ares attacks each combat if able. Whenever an attacking creature you control dies, return that card to your hand or its owner's hand. Your hand. Nelly.
Kratos typing furiously to Wizards brand division, trying to get the God of War, crossover.
Is this
set
the
happening.
second card that has the title, God of War?
Oh, in Magic the Gathering.
Magic the
yeah,
Gathering now?
probably. Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry, that Kratos thing already happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's
right. There's already a secret lair. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Just got
sorry.
typing-
The God of War, just like the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry.
Anyways,
all right.
what do you think, buddy?
3 mana 4/3 must attack.
Yep.
Whenever an attacking creature you control dies, return it to its owner's hand.
Yep.
Okay, this looks fun and probably doesn't matter. No, is this busted? What do you think?
Think about this with
No,
gut.
no,
Think of this
no.
with broadside.
I'm just saying that this looks fun. You might as well take it out back.
You
I mean, it does
think it's
kinda-
totally unplayable. Or
I
do you
think
it's
attacks
too powerful?
each combat if able is the worst line of text in Magic the Gathering.
Sure.
Like I think that is. I mean, that second ability is messed up.
Yeah.
because it includes itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't give itself haste or anything.
Nope.
So you have a turn to play with it.
Yep.
I don't know. It's like you can do stuff with aristocrats with this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can also maybe try to just cast your instant speed, sacrifice your creature during combat effects. Replaying your creatures is traditionally like a bit too clumsy, like mana cost wise.
Sure.
But if you plan to set up for it, it's okay. This honestly is probably going to have more play in Commander.
Yeah,
Because you can really build around this card, make all the cards in your deck want to function with Ares, whereas if you slot it into an existing archetype, the other like good cards aren't necessarily getting better,
Right.
when they die in combat.
The other tricky thing about this card is it could bait you into some really bad attacks.
Yeah.
Because then they just like kill this first and then block the stuff.
Of
Like,
course.
They're like, oh, I finally get to attack with my Orcish Bowmaster. They'll
Yeah.
like bolt Ares, block your Orcish
if
Bowmaster.
they bolt Ares, then it goes back to your hand.
No, that's true.
But then it's not in play during
Yeah,
combat, and your
yeah,
other creatures just die.
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
right.
I don't know. I'm like slightly positive on this card, but I probably won't actually play it. I wonder what like the really good Rakdos players think.
Yeah, I mean, we all have some.
You playing this over Lelia? Broadside Bombardiers?
Right.
Barogoyf?
But I want to
Oppo?
play. I want to play this card with all those cards.
Well, you got another 3.
Finally, a way to.
Yeah. Like, what if they can't deal with Barogoyf 3 times, Wheeler?
Yeah. No, I don't know. If you have like here's the thing. Say you take the white black this deck was bad, but maybe someone will figure it out. If you try to be in the white black aristocrats version that's all focused on the ruin your evening cards, but with blood artists, it's like you can get all your 1-drops back with this. So like you're already playing cards that do that, and you have to get into Mardu for it. But that's my sales pitch.
Next up, we have Braun, Amadeus Cho. 2 mana, 1/1 legendary creature, Gamma Scientist Hero for 1 and a green-blue hybrid. When
That's all we need. That's all we need. You want to read that power up, buddy? You can do so on your own time.
I didn't even finish the first sentence.
You said draw a card.
No, I just said when.
Oh,
You cut me off. I just said
Redraw a card. Redraw a card. Redraw a card.
when Braun enters, draw a card.
That's it. That's all we need.
The other part's not a downside.
Homie.
I'm pretty sure you said draw, and
No,
then I
I
told
just
you to
said
stop.
when, and you're
James,
like-
roll back the tape. I'm pretty sure you said draw.
Let's
Maybe I
know
heard bra. you didn't even get the N in brawn, and I was like, stop. We're done here.
You can take the thing's name and change it to draw a card.
So this card is really good. It is a cantripping creature that can be that it's a hybrid cantripping creature that
Even
is
easier to cost than
only
Pawn Prophet.
single pip, so it's
Yeah.
easier than Pawn Prophet.
Yep.
Easier than Gallant Citizen.
Yep.
And
Bounce it with your own Caracas.
yes, and it's a
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
So you can bounce it with your own crick. That's legitimately so
Yeah,
good.
it's actually big because the only other legendary 2-mana 1/1 that draws a card when it ETBs puts itself back in your deck when
Yeah.
you target it with your own crick.
Stupid fibble thip.
Yeah. Yeah, so they
Yeah.
fixed that for us.
Like legitimately good
Yep.
to do that. Yeah.
Still, when I'm gonna stop you right there.
Silence.
When I actually do want to talk about the power up because it's kind of good.
All right, 5 mana. Put a +1/+1 counter on Brawn for each card in your hand.
Yeah. Like it's got a late game plan.
Yeah.
Sick.
I don't know, it just turns itself into a large lad. It's kind of nice. That's the kind of thing you want after you've drawn every card in your
Great.
deck.
Sure.
A way to win the game.
The way you win the game by casting Time Walk in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, we have Cloak and Dagger Entwined. This is a 3-mana 2/2 legendary creature human hero for 1, a white, and a black. Death Touch, Lifelink. When Cloak and Dagger enters, choose target opponent and up to 1 target creature they control. They reveal their hand. You may exile a non-land card from their hand or the chosen creature until Cloak and Dagger leaves the battlefield. Nelly.
Wow. That is a really powerful ETB ability.
Yeah, man.
Death Touch and Lifelink together is always nice. The more important thing is usually Death Touch, but this does have 2 power and 2 toughness, so both are relevant. You get to look at their hand before you choose whether you're taking a card for a little while or the creature for a little while. And then, of course, I don't want to talk about all the downsides, but you know they're there. This is still kind of a banger. I think there's just enough words on this that I think you should experiment playing this in normal spots.
Dog, we got a Mother of Runes. It's fine.
Yeah, just protect it. Just
They
keep it from
they got a
getting-
Krakus? We got Giver of Runes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. You've got Giver of Runes. Give protect from colorless.
So like
Just Stone Rain their Krakus, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Black D&T has been seen some play as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to give a shout out to Deep Cavern Bat,
Oh, that card's
Yeah.
which so many people are playing. It's a 2-mana 1/1 flying lifelink bat that also just steals a card from their hand. And every time I look at it, I'm like, this card isn't very good. And every time I play against Jund and they take the best card of my hand, I'm like, I hate this card.
That stupid bat is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if a 2-mana 1/1 bat can see play in some of the top decks in the format, I can't even imagine what Cloak and
You ever
Dagger's
play
gonna
that
do.
bat with Scythe Cat Cub? And you just stack 1/1 counters on it, and you have a flying lifelinker?
I haven't, but
I
now I
have
see
not
why you're
done
playing
that.
this green black
That's
counters
right.
That's
deck.
what you've been doing in Cube lately.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
do with
yeah,
Cube.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch out. This card is all
Yep.
those things.
I mean, this is one of the effects that might actually get me to try white black.
This is like legitimate. It's nice that we have a card like this where it's just so straight up, generically just good.
Yep.
But not in a way where you're like, ugh. Just like,
Right.
yeah, dog, I'm going to take your best thing.
Yeah, it's
Going to
not-
get a bunch of info and then maybe trade with another card.
Here's the other thing too, like you're white black, you have Caracas. You also have the flexibility to reset it. You're like, oh, actually, I'm fine with you having that now. I'm going to exile your Barrogoyf,
Mm-hmm.
right? You just get to move it around. Anyways, next up we have King
T'Challa.
I know how to say that, and I don't know why. I just like tripped over my own tongue. Anyways, again,
King T'Challa.
3-mana 3/2 legendary creature, human noble hero with flash. Whenever a player draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. And then for 6 mana, 4 white and a blue, you can transform them into the Black Panther, Hope Enduring. This is a flash double strike 3/3 with prevent all damage that would be dealt to Black Panther. And whenever Black Panther deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. Wheeler.
I'm pretty low on this card as far as the flips go. 3 mana is a lot of mana. I
Yep.
know that we talked about the 3/3 flying prowess card, but that card just kills people. And like 3/3 prowess actually means like some number of time your bolt isn't killing it. If we can go back to the T'Challa, 2 toughness on this is kind of rough. And like requiring them to draw their second card each turn for you to draw a card, like we have that in Fairy Mastermind,
Yep.
which is a cheaper card that dies to a lot of things, but also has flying.
Has
like
flying,
a 3/2 on the board it's not doing too much. Like, you'll attack with your oppos and whatnot, but like, it's not the most exciting thing. I'm just very, I don't know, whelmed, I guess. Like, I acknowledge, like, hey, you might draw a card off of this, and like, if you're against a deck that isn't prepared for the 6 mana version of this card, then like, yeah, they'll lose. But it's just, are you using a slot in your deck for this card? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's hard to justify the slot, even though once this card's on the table, or even the stack, it's probably some good things are happening for you, for sure.
Yeah.
Next up, we have.
They did my man dirty.
Right.
Yeah.
Realistically. Like, come on,
Well,
dog.
if you're looking for legendary 3-drops in white blue,
Yeah.
how about the Mighty Thor?
Isn't this card like red?
Jane Foster? No.
Oh, this one.
Foster.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. There are 5 Thors. I guess we're only talking about one of them.
So 3 mana 3/3 legendary human god hero for 1, a white, and a blue with flying. Whenever the Mighty Thor attacks, exile up to 1 target non-token artifact or creature, then return that card to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. And whenever an equipment you control enters, draw a card. Can I talk about this one?
Yeah.
You
Can I
can
talk about this one?
You can, but I just want to get in one little bit.
Sure.
Who would win? The Mighty Thor, a god, a hero, daughter of Odin, or a dog?
Yeah. Well, I was about to say this is interesting because it's a combination of Phalia, dog,
Yeah.
and Pure Steel Paladin, only the cantrip part, not the free equip part.
Right.
And that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like
mean,
that.
I hate Phelia. I wish that dog didn't exist.
Yeah.
But Phelia can blink construct.
Yeah, and just your opponent's creatures that
Yeah.
want to block.
Yeah. This one's a little bit more interesting because
This does that too. Sorry.
it still makes it so they don't block, right? They come back right away, but they come back tapped, so it still fades a blocker. It still lets you push damage in, which is very strong. It still lets you. Oh, it's non-token. It doesn't let you like brick stuff like that, but it's still like not bad, and it lets you reset your board.
Sorry, Judge.
Yo.
Is it up to 1 target non-token artifact, and that's parentheses, or a creature, so it could hit anything that's a creature? Like, can this hit a construct? Because it says target non-token artifact or creature. Does it mean or non-token creature? I actually don't know. So
Interesting.
pending whether this can
Maybe
kill
it can.
constructs.
Maybe it can
If
kill
this can
constructs.
kill constructs,
because it can flicker.
It's
it can
pretty
flicker a
good.
creature, unless.
Right?
But it specifically says non-token artifact.
Is it like
Non-token.
non-token artifact or creature parentheses, or is it?
I mean,
non-token
the
artifact
target,
or
even if
creature?
it says or creature,
The
your
non-token-
target is still a
That's what I was going
token
to say.
artifact.
That should just be illegal either way because the what? No, not necessarily because
you don't make a choice. It literally just says when you attack, it says, "Hey, you have to select something that like fits these categories." Right?
Right, but does it just need you to find one? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it is a creature, and it says or creature. So,
Man,
all right.
templating has gotten real like bad.
Yeah. So listen. If Mighty Thor, Jane Foster can't kill a construct, let's try to have the chat as if that's the case. But keep in mind, if it turns out that this thing can kill enemy constructs,
Yeah.
it's that much better, right?
I think this card's good.
I think this card's very good.
I like
One of my favorite cards I've always tried to work around is Pure Steel Paladin, which unfortunately has just gotten so outclassed by stuff. Just a 2 mana 2/2 that doesn't do too much. Like this card actually tries to end the game and then gives you upside as well with the equipment stuff. I want to play this in probably like 3-color equipment matters.
I mean, you could just play like a Pure Steel combo
Yeah.
with all the 1-mana ones. I mean, like redundancy is important.
Yeah.
And getting a third, like, hey, you cast an equipment or equipment ETB that's 3 or less is pretty important. Also, do you know about the Meteor Blade deck in Legacy?
No,
I don't.
Okay, so there's this card that came out in Avatar called like Meteor Blade.
Yeah.
It's like a 7-mana equipment that when it ETBs, it destroys a permanent.
And it gives plus 3 plus 2.
Oh,
And
it's
it
like
gives-
Meteor Golem, but it's a blade.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
That's
so
dope.
and
Is it a rare? What?
No,
it's an uncommon, and it cheats it into
Did
play.
we not cover it? I thought we covered it
we
in the
did.
podcast.
We did.
Okay, all right.
It cheats it into play through like Stoneforge or whatever.
Yeah.
But then, it looks to like Phelia the Meteor Blade
Nice.
to repeatedly blow things up.
Yo.
And now we do have, for what it's worth, there's a ton of equipment with powerful ETBs.
Yep.
Right.
Phantom Blade from Assassin's Creed, which is just destroy a creature on ETB. Like, there's a world where equipment pushes towards playing that.
You also now have an equipment that gives you the monarchy, and there's an equipment that we've played in several decks that gives you the initiative.
Yep.
So, just being able to flicker that every turn is relevant.
It is wild to me that I've learned more about Assassin's Creed card in the past 6 months than when it came out. Nobody heard about that. It sold terribly, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And now everybody's like, yo, this set was actually cracked.
There's some good
That's
cards.
good
in
cards, yeah. But we said at the time, it was like if they had delivered 4 commander decks, like probably
Sure.
we would know about the cards now.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, Mighty Thor, Jane Foster, 2 thumbs up.
She's cool.
Next up, we have the Ruinous Wrecking Crew. This is a X black-red legendary creature human villain 2/2. The Ruinous Wrecking Crew enters with X+1 counters on it. Then, when they enter, choose up to X. Discard a card, then draw a card. Target opponent loses 2 life. Destroy target token, and or each player sacrifices a creature of their choosing.
Caracas, this jerk.
Yeah.
I think we're at Nelly.
I think so too. Yeah, this card's some good counterplay against Caracas because your opponent doesn't want you getting a better version of this flexible
Every time
ETB
you play it.
every single time you play it. That said, to do it is at least like 3 mana, so maybe that's enough. We say Caracas this jerk, but then they're going to Caracas it and attack for lethal on your side.
With what construct, Nelson?
Right, exactly.
Ooh.
It can blow up a token and make everyone sacrifice a creature, so that's pretty oppressive. Obviously, in red, we love discarding cards. This does that. A little bonus, they lose 2 life. No other abilities on the table, but it can come in with as many +1/+1 counters as you have spare mana. It doesn't matter if that's more than 4. You can put 8 mana into this or whatever if that's the state of the game you're at. It's a solid include. It can be as big as you have spare mana to put into it, like a Hydra, and then I don't think I need to explain the value of all these triggers.
I could see it in Jund.
Sure.
I mean, I think that's worth mentioning that one of the best decks in the format could play this, and I think is likely to give it a shot.
Right.
Right? It's a good mana sink. It has relevant text against the things that Jund can't deal with.
Right.
You know what?
Damage.
You know what I lost to Jund with was that stupid 40k red green
Oh, Moloch?
Moloch, but actually with 5 X is greater than 5, so they drew a card off it. Yeah,
for sure.
just late game. The first time I've ever seen that be relevant.
Yeah, again, the templating on this is also discard a card, then draw a card. So if you top deck this and it's your only thing, you just,
Yep. You can,
Yep,
as
get
long
to
as you put
draw
at
a
least
card.
3 mana, you can draw a card. Another note about the templating: you destroy the token before each player sacrifices a creature.
yeah,
So
great.
yeah, it's just a solid guy.
Next up, we have the Serpent Society. 3 mana, 3/4 legendary creature, human snake villain for 1, a black and a green. Death Touch. This is the funniest line I've ever read in a Magic card. Ward, get 5 poison counters.
Caracas me once, shame on you.
Yeah. Whenever another creature you control with Death Touch dies, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Wheeler.
Okay, so I put this on here, but I still don't know how much I like it. It's like
It's so funny.
okay, because it effectively has ward
Nothing.
ward me once,
Yeah.
shame on you. Ward me twice, you lose the game.
Yeah.
Right? So in a deck that can get this card back or protect it, it's a big creature that is tough to deal with. I don't know how often that second line of text is going to come up, but it could come up. There are decks that play multiple.
Do the
Death
snake
Touch
tokens
creatures?
from Ophiumancer have Death Touch?
That's right.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. But this is a snake, so you don't get your Ophiumancer token.
Brutal.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got a big booty. It doesn't get Caracas
Twice.
twice.
It does get Caracas
It gets
once.
Caracas once.
Gets Caracas
once.
and then you're done,
Doesn't
kid.
get locked on
You're cut
Caracas.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
This card is so funny.
I'm giving this the Jason Jobin award of I'm like,
How many of those awards do we have?
I get one per episode.
Oh, great.
I get one
great.
per episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. All right. Next up, we have Taskmaster, Mercenary Mimic. This one gets my weirdest card in the set award.
Yeah.
Looks like it's from Assassin's Creed.
4 mana, 3/5 legendary creature, human mercenary villain. At the beginning of your first main phase, Until your next turn, Taskmaster becomes a copy of up to one target creature on the battlefield or a creature in the graveyard. That's it.
Okay.
Nelly.
Except its name is Taskmaster.
Yeah.
And it's still a legend. That's
So
important.
it is important that you can copy another legend that's already on the battlefield.
Right,
Yes.
and it doesn't kill
Yeah.
it.
Because
Sorry.
its name stays the
That
same.
I just like that felt so boilerplate, but you're
I,
right.
I get it. You're
Yeah.
you're tired of reading all the words on these cards.
Me
I don't
too.
blame you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
4 mana for a 3/5. These stats are not like terrifying, but also it's kind of nice to have at least 5 toughness when you're putting 4 mana in. We have to say it because it's one of the memes of the show. Finally, we have a 4 mana clone. That's important.
Yes.
But it's not even an ETB clone.
No,
you can't even pod with this.
It doesn't. So, there's clones that do ETBs and there's clones that don't. This one is the one that isn't. It's the thing that becomes a copy, and so it fits in with Likeness Looter in creatures that like pretending to be Phyrexian Dreadnought or what have you, creature with downside. This can get around a downside ETB. Like a Moon Shadow coming in with 7 or 6 -1/-1 counters, so you can pair it up with that. There's a standard deck that I don't think has done a lot of exciting things, but it is a cool trick. So if you want to play to doing that, you can. Otherwise, I don't know, an okay utility creature.
Not to keep it a buck, but I included this mostly so we could talk about Superior Spider-Man.
I was going to
That's
say,
totally fair.
yeah, like Superior
That card's
Spider-Man
gonna
won
get a lot
a
of
Pro
play.
Tour.
Sure.
And that was because it was copying Deceit in the graveyard as an ETB.
And we get to copy Archon of Cruelty.
Right.
Like I like this kind of effect, and I would actually like to see it explored a little more. The fact that it can't attack immediately is a little tough, but I don't know, you copy a Gristlebrand, you go to town. But Superior Spider-Man from what set was it from?
Which was it again?
TNT?
I think it was from
SOS.
It was from
Bloomborough.
I think it was Ice Age.
Was that
From the Spider-Man set. Coming into play, exiling, so acting as graveyard hate as
Yep.
well.
Yeah.
I really
And then,
like that card.
Yeah, that card's really good, and I would like to see more people play. Well, I wouldn't like to see more people playing it because
Right.
leave my graveyard alone. But it's pretty darn good, and I think that you are playing that card before you play this card. But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody goes hey, wait a minute, I have redundancy in this kind of effect.
Yeah.
What if I just entombed, got this card in play, and then went to town?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, our final gold card is Thanos, the Mad Titan. 3 mana 4/4 legendary eternal villain for red, white, black. Has Death Touch and Lifelink and Power Up. Colourless Wooburg. Put 2+1/+1 counters on Thanos. Then choose odd or even. Destroy each other creature with mana value of the chosen quality. Wheeler.
I'm really happy that the King of Slop from Slop set is unplayable. This card.
It's a 3 mana 4/4.
They showed some restraint. 3 mana 4/4 Death Touch Lifelink. That's not bad,
Yeah.
I will say. But that's it?
Kinda.
Isn't this
kinda that.
the guy?
Well, the problem wasn't the guy. You got the glove.
Yeah, the commander players get to act.
Okay, but how?
Ability.
Okay, but if the problem wasn't the guy, how did that guy get a glove? Didn't you have the Avengers? If this guy's nothing?
I see what you're
how
saying.
does he get the glove?
If every other creature that's on the Avengers beats this guy in a heads up or trades
Yeah.
with it,
Sure.
how is he able to take on all of them to collect the Mind Stone?
yeah,
all the
that
stones?
he got all the stones and got the glove.
Yeah.
I say about this movie I watched 8 years ago in a theater.
No, that's correct.
yeah, right. He gets the glove and he does the thing.
does the
You're
snap.
not using this Wooburg.
If you want
activation.
to say anything flavor wise, it should randomly destroy odd or even.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
It
you
should
choose.
randomly.
Yeah. That's the biggest
That is a
flavor
bit of a
fail.
knock. Making the card a lot more powerful when you can choose.
Come on, Wizards. Come on, Wizards.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
is a 3 mana 4/4 Death Touch Lifelink good enough?
No.
All right.
I mean, in Wooburg,
If it wasn't legendary.
yeah, if it wasn't legendary,
Like if you give me white, black, 1 generic for a 4/4 Death Touch Lifelink with no other words on it, I'm sleeving up some cards.
I
don't know. I'll try
should
that.
say the kind of deck that plays this card is also likely a deck that will have some treasure generation. They got their Fable the Mirror Breaker. They might have Starting Town. You could see a world where it does hit this activation. It's just I mean, Caracas, dog.
It's still 6 mana too. It's worth noting, even with the discount from Power Up, you need 3 more mana that
Right.
turn to get to this Wrath effect.
Yes.
So it's not.
It's
not
not
a small
cheap.
amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't in our format immediately have a home for this card.
I do.
I don't think. Period. Oh yeah, it's
I
your
do.
trade binder.
Yeah, it's my trade binder.
Yeah.
It's I'm handing this to Ed so he can sell it to someone for $89 or whatever, and then I get to use that to
For
buy
tournament entries,
Chain of Vapors from Onslaught and tournament entry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, let's move on to colorless. And first up, we have Galactus, Devourer of Worlds. This card's sick.
Yeah.
Nice.
10 mana legendary Elder Alien 12/12 with flying trample indestructible. When Galactus enters, exile target permanent. And if you want to talk about a flavor win, Galactus attacks an opponent with the most life amongst your opponents each combat, if able, unless you control a creature named Silver Surfer, Galactus's Herald.
Now,
So sick.
yeah, we did talk about how have to attack every turn, and Wheeler thinks is like the worst line of text. But Wheeler's packing Silver Surfer, so it's fine.
What the
No,
hell?
Just kidding. On a flying, trample, indestructible creature, it's
Wait.
okay.
But I thought this guy. So Silver Surfer, I thought was a good guy, and this guy's and Galactus is the bad guy.
Uh-huh.
Wait. Oh no, the Silver Surfer shows up and says, "Hey, Galactus is coming." Right?
Yeah.
That's his whole shtick.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if this thing attacks, it's okay. This thing, I'm
You're
attacking
allowed
with
to attack with your Eldrazi every
Oh, you were worried.
Yeah.
You were worried about the lore.
So, hey, we got
I'm not worried about anything in the set, dog. Don't
right.
you worry about it.
we got to address the obvious issues here. This is a colorless card that you can cast in your Timmy Tinker deck for free with your Darksteel Monolith.
Yes, sir.
It's also a giant creature that has an ETB that's great.
It's
and
not
it
a
doesn't,
cast trigger.
It doesn't care about getting reanimated. It doesn't
Yep.
mind. It doesn't get itself out of your graveyard or anything. So like comparable to a summon Bahamut in terms of power level for like cheating a card into play.
I've been meaning to cut that card for this card.
Sure, great. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's
This
pretty
card.
similar.
This card is pretty cool. I'm actually shocked
Yeah.
that this isn't a mythic. This is just a rare.
It's great. Get them into the hands of all the
What?
goofballs that want to attack with this huge.
Is this
world-eating
card?
Dude.
Why is Shang-Chi a mythic and this thing is?
Well, it's a rare, but it's not from the main set. Too.
Oh.
So what is rare?
Thank you.
in-
Thank you.
outside
Thank
of the
you.
main
Yeah,
set.
Baby,
okay,
don't
okay,
hurt
okay.
me.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Flying Trample Indestructible. It's like Krang, right? Except it also ETB blows something up. It's like, look, Krang and Kozilek had a baby.
I
and
do like Krang.
Gave it Nicol Bolas's horns.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This isn't an artifact,
Not an art.
so you can't tinker into
You
this.
can't tinker into it.
I
but
can
it is-
tinker into Grang.
It is colorless though.
This
It
is
colorless.
this is a cool card.
Yeah, strong card.
All right, next up, Panther Robot. 10 mana, 8/8 artifact creature cat robot with affinity for artifacts and reach and trample. Wheeler.
I'll give it
But
to
Nelly wants to talk about it.
Nelson can
They
take
gave
this
us
one.
two mirror
Hey,
enforcers
Nelly.
for the
Hey,
price
Nelly.
of two mirror enforcers with trample and reach.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, this is very exciting, actually, and extremely my shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like, put this in your decks with mirror enforcers in them.
Like, you're always paying mana for this, but like,
Yeah.
come on,
Like
dog.
3? Who
Yeah,
cares?
Yeah, you're paying
Yeah.
3, but like,
It's
you get an 8/8 trample
All right.
reach.
You can still play it on turn one if everything lines up.
Yeah, let's keep
can.
Let's keep going. Super Adaptoid. 2 mana X2 legendary artifact creature robot villain. Super Adaptoid's power is equal to the number of legendary creatures you control. When it enters or attacks, choose another target creature. If that creature has haste and Super Adaptoid doesn't, put a haste counter on it. Do the same thing for flying, first strike, double strike, death touch, indestructible, lifelink, menace, reach, trample, and vigilance. You want this one as well, Nelly, or can I give it the Wheeler?
Do you want it?
Sure. I mean, like, we've seen this Legends deck pop up. We've seen Naya Legends pop up. Somebody had 4-color, no blue. And there, I had seen murmurs of Boros Legends. Basically, just like saying, like, look, we'll deal with the Caracas later, but let's take advantage of some of the synergies for legendary cards, often using like Bard class or whatever. This happens to be a 2-mana legendary creature that doesn't care about the mana you're spending, that will grow very large and take advantage of the fact that when they print a legendary creature, they also like to print a ton of mechanics on it. And so like the play pattern of like this comes into play, it doesn't do anything right away, right? Like, I mean, you can target your opponent's things.
Yeah, if their
very
opponent
funny
has
if
a
it gets
creature,
Birds
yeah.
of Paradise.
Yeah.
Or like an Ocelot Pride, it gets those abilities. But then doing it on attack means that you can then play your 3-mana legendary creature and then attack and copy the mechanics from that legendary creature and then Crundle on in for even more damage. Like, I'm not writing home about this card, but it does have a place that you could play it and can take advantage of some of the other card inclusions that you might have in that that list. Excuse me.
All right, next up, Swordsman's Steel. 4 mana equipment. When this card enters, draw a card for each equipment you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 for each equipment you control, and equips for 3. Belly.
Well, Serge, what do you think? Does this one make the cut? It doesn't have a built-in cost reducer, but of course you could cheat it into play with Stoneforge for 2, and then you can draw a bunch of cards, and then, you know, once you're willing to spend an equip cheat or the 3 mana for the trigger, you maybe make something gigantic. Are you interested?
I just like that it says draw a card.
Yeah.
Like, that part's pretty cool, but it is so slow.
It doesn't offer the creature any like
you don't think that's
protection
slow?
except it being big.
It's like a copy of the One Ring for these equipment decks, right?
Right, where you might draw like 6 cards. Like, it doesn't say draw a card max.
Yeah, it counts itself. You got, like, it's probably drawing 2 to 3.
I was going to say, yeah, realistically,
Yeah.
2 to 3.
And then you
Sure.
get your Jane Foster Thor flickering
Flickering
this.
it.
Yeah.
You're drawing even more. Your Ophelia.
Yeah, all right. No, that's all right. I didn't think
I
about getting more than 1 ETB.
I think if your equipment deck is already playing some silly pet stuff, you should probably let this kick out your other card that's not supposed to be there. Get your graft. You have my permission to cut your grafted war gear
Oh,
for this
please,
from
for
the
love
equipment
of
deck.
God. At least
From
your
the equipment
World
deck.
Slayer.
I can't believe you brought up World Slayer.
And the final artifact is Ultron, Artificial Malevolence. 3 mana, 2/4 legendary artifact creature, robot villain. I'm going to stop reading the type line. No, it's relevant sometimes.
No, you got to read
Well,
it,
you're
dog.
done now.
Whenever another non-token artifact you control enters, you may pay 2. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. If the token isn't a creature, it becomes a 2/2 robot villain creature in addition to its other types. Wheeler.
That's a pretty powerful ability.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. Especially because it's not once per turn. Making duplicates of... Honestly, don't overthink it. I'll take another Ichor Wellspring,
Sure.
which draws a card, and then I sack it to KCI.
Yeah,
And it makes...
I assume you're just making another scrap troll.
I just want
Stacking
to,
it
yes,
KCI.
yeah. I just want to play this with KCI,
Yeah.
Cart Clan Ironworks, which has a mana ability that says sack an artifact, add 2 generic mana,
Yeah.
which happens to be the amount of mana that this wants me to pay.
As the commander community says, Ultron looks to go infinite with a ham sandwich.
Yes, yeah. Also pretty good with it becomes a creature, so you can't time vault immediately, I guess. But I don't overthink it. Just make a thing that you're then going to put into the meat grinder
Is
immediately.
a blue creature that every time you cast an artifact, you get a construct for 2?
That's a white creature called Dig Site
Yes.
Engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. There's Dig Site Engineer, and then there's also
It's like
from the
Psy Master Thopterist.
well, there's
and
from the
stuff.
vault. There's that other one. Whenever you cast an artifact creature 3 or more, you get a construct.
Yes.
The Simulacrum Synthesizer.
Yeah. Like that's.
Yes.
I'm like you're looking at this for combo stuff. I'm just like I play robots.
I
and
mean,
kill
it's
you.
probably fine in just like a proactive Mishra's Workshop deck too. But I want to look at this. I want to look at like a 2/4 and try to win the game immediately.
Sure.
Instead of trying to get something
That's
over the
so
course of
real.
a couple turns. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to lands. The first land we're going to talk about is Castle Doom. Castle Doom is a land. It taps for colorless. You can tap to add 1 mana of any color, spend only to cast artifact spells, and for 3 and tap and sack an artifact, create a 3/3 colorless robot villain artifact creature token named Doombot, but only as a sorcery. Nelly.
That's kind of exciting. I like that you don't have to lose a life.
Yeah,
of any
right.
color. Although, to be fair, the land from the Plane of Avish card that does that same thing, I think you can use that mana for whatever you
Spire
want.
of Industry?
Yeah, Spire of Industry. You can cast sorceries with that mana. It's just you have to have an artifact in play or something. And then sacrifice outlet just for your artifacts is relevant. Being able to get them back in the graveyard. 3 mana for a 3/3 is like an okay rate. It's not terrible, but like a little bit of extra value on your sort of mana fixing land. I don't know. I think the artifact decks that like the ones that are playing Ultron might consider this one. I think it's kind of medium in terms of power level. I'm medium excited about it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the days of like 5 color, you need all of these artifact lands to like save you. What was the one that if you don't control an artifact, sacrifice it?
Glimmer Void?
Right?
Void,
Like Glimmer
yeah.
Void used to be you're all in, you're trying to do that stuff. Those days are gone.
We mostly rely on like either the bridges and some mana rocks, or we just have fetches and duels for all the spells you need to cast. So it is tough to find spaces for lands like this, especially since this isn't also an artifact. And yeah, I mean that sounds like a privileged thing to say because there's so few, but they have been like releasing more, like that Treasure Vault card from AFR, for example. I know that was a long time ago now, but
About 4 or 5 years. But
yeah, but it's like it's just that there are enough lands that are also artifacts now that the slots are few.
Mana bases and artifact decks are wild now. You can it's hard to fit the duels once you have all the I have to play these.
Yeah. Your inventors fairs.
Your color costs are in your instants and sorceries anyways,
Yeah.
right? Like this doesn't cast Wargate or War of Invention or even Transmute Artifact, which is pretty tough. But if you don't care about casting those, instead just want to cast like a Wishclaw Talisman or like a Fabrication Foundry or Legion Extruder, which this also kind of does.
I like these for aggressive decks. If you're like a 3 or 4 color creature based artifact deck, like those affinity decks, that's when these come in, and even then.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty slow, but it's kind of cool.
And the final thing we're going to talk about is actually a cycle of lands. We're going to lead with Dark Fortress here. These are all of the ally colors. Tap for a colorless or add, in this case, black or red. Activate this land if it entered this turn, or if you control a basic land. Wheeler.
I think these are pretty good. Adding colorless mana always kind of interests me, mostly for the green X ones, which we have green, white, and green, red. Because, Eldrazi and Kozilek's command and all that jazz. But just, I mean, it does it the turn you want it to add black for this one, which is relevant. We played River of Tears for a long time in Storm, which had not this templating, but kind of this templating. It was a little weird. The point being, like, the biggest issue with some of these lands, like the Verges, is like, what if they don't add the color you need them to add on the turn you play them?
Yep.
Like, it's not about what they add on turn 2, because on turn 2 forward, they're basically perfect. But on turn 1, they can be a little awkward. This on turn 1, or the turn that you play it, they're going to be perfect. Moving forward, they might be a little awkward, but you can set that up. Like, you're probably incentivized to find a basic in a lot of matches, or it just happens because you have a Prismatic Feaster, or you just drew some of your basics. But, like, just being able to sequence in a way where you're like, on this turn, I need this mana, I will have this mana, is huge. Like, for combo decks especially. But I think they're flexible enough that, like, the combo decks want it because they get the mana they need on the turn that they play it, and then the fair decks want it because they don't mind getting a basic, or because they just get a basic because they got their creature eroded or pathed or whatever, right?
I just think the printing of this cycle exposes that there must be no one at Wizards that's like fighting to try to get the River of Tears cycle finished, and so it's been so long. They're like, oh, we could just do something that's like this and get away with it.
I mean, they fixed it, right? Like the Verges are Nimbus Maze, like that is with a modern templating, and these are kind of River of Tears with a modern templating, and then all we need is Grove of the Burn Willows.
Oh God,
Good Lord.
yeah.
Or
maybe some doors are best left closed.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But yeah, I think these are solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that is going to do it for our set review. And now we open up the discussion to general thoughts on everything. And my thought on this, I like to phrase the question in a couple different ways. Who are the biggest winners? Like, what archetypes are up there? And just general vibes. And so for me, at least in terms of the decks that I want to build, it's artifact based. I feel like equipment one, and like maybe a battle bots or something like that one, or like Timmy Tinker, which I consider to be a bit of a, but all 3 of those are artifact decks with maybe a little splash of D&T, specifically white black. I don't think this is a terribly powerful set. Instead, it has a lot of cards that I'm like, that's kind of interesting. maybe it sparks some inspiration for something that I want to brew. Like I might be revisiting equipment sooner than I was otherwise planning to. But for the most part, I'm kind of ambivalent. It's like it's fine, but I don't know how many of these cards I'm going to be playing in 6 months or a year or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, Nelly.
Yeah, I like the cards for Affinity. I think getting to play Crixus Robots or whatever with some of these new includes will be fun. Especially kind of interested in the Ironheart to see if there's room to play like a half Tinker, half Affinity aggro deck somehow. Or it might be a good include in like the sort of Tesserator artifact control shell as well. And then, I don't know, yeah, green-white Soul Sisters getting some cards is sweet. I feel like Rakdos Discard gets some new toys to play with. I don't know if any of them are gonna like have the kind of longevity of an Inti or an Avora.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. I think the power level is in the comfortable slot where you could try some of these cards, but I don't think very many of these cards are going to be like, oh no, this has upturned the meta, and like it's really annoying to play Canadian Highlander because you keep running into X card from Marvel Legends.
Yeah. Oh no, not Galactus again.
Right.
There's some really cool cards to tinker for, to cheat out. I'm excited to do that. The lands, I like that, the cycle, the Dark Fortress cycle, quite a bit. I like that there's a lot of 2-drops,
Oh my
right?
God.
Like there's so many twos.
So many
many
2-drops.
It's so hard to justify playing every new 3-drop, but if it's a 2,
Sure.
it's so easy. You just cut one of the 3s.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff here and there. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm so kind of whatever on this set as a whole. Like, I just would rather cherry pick, like, I want to do this.
Yep.
I'm going to do that. And then it's like, if it turns out some of these other 2s find a home in pre-existing archetypes, great. If not, that's okay. There's a new set coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, man, it's fine.
I'm hoping maybe the biggest winner is Merfolk.
Okay.
No.
Ooh.
They got a non-legendary 2-drop.
They got 2 cards.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to like maybe have a slightly more inspiring take is that there are some cards that are printed in the set that can go into existing archetypes that I've been hopeful for in the past.
Sure.
And like they are cards that push it in a direction where it says maybe we're overthinking it. Maybe we should take Merfolk to be mono blue with a light white splash and say to hell with these green cards.
Sure.
Maybe,
no more explore. Yeah.
Maybe we need to take the affinity decks, the BattleBot decks or whatever, and say like, okay, how does this work in the formats where this is like a top tier contender or was a top tier contender?
What does it look like?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So like maybe it's a good set to like step back and go like, okay, well, we have these new tools and they're like very like they are new tools anchored in the constant of these decks. Merfolk's always playing blue.
Yes.
The Teletubbies deck always wants Teletubbies.
Yeah, God, can you imagine if that was like a white Merfolk or whatever? I think that's the biggest knock against that archetype was when they tried introducing a new color for it, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's not for us, all these goofy multicolored Merfolk.
Sure.
So getting monocolored Merfolk is like, okay, well, maybe this is what we should be excited for, you know? Yeah.
All right, my friends, that is going to do it on our set review. Thank you very much for listening to the 2 whole parts. A reminder, if there's any cards you think we missed, you want to jump in the conversation, hit us up in the comments down below. A reminder that this and everything we do is brought to you by you with your support of the Patreon. Patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. If there's any singles from the set that you want to pick up or any of the other cards we discussed, cardkingdom.com/LRR. Lets them know that we sent you. Say Loading Ready Run sent me button, please. We don't know what button it is right now. It's sold out, so you're going to get a random one from the past. And finally, protect your cards with good sleeves. Dragon Shield. At checkout, use code LRRMTG5 for 5% off. I've been Serge. I've been joined by the wonderful Nelly.
Avengers, disassemble.
The insightful Wheeler.
Hey, he's surfing.
And the ever-silent James. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.